Okay. I am live is what it's saying. I usually give it a couple more seconds just in case, because we did it once this way and the first couple seconds and the introduction of the first contestant was gone.
Oh,
But no,
You're live now, yeah.
Looks like we live.
I usually give it a couple more seconds just in case, because
Oh wait,
we
I
did
hear
it
myself
once
double.
this way and the first couple seconds. Okay, this looks good. In that case, we can start. Hello and welcome everybody back to Isaac Trivia, Season 3, Episode 4. My name is Bambochutafreak, I'm the host of the show, and with me as always I have my lovely co-host X Later. Hello and welcome to the show to you as well.
Yeah, good to be back once again. Yeah, welcome everyone to another episode of Isaac Trivia.
This is actually a somewhat special episode because this is the episode number 4 in Season 3, but the first episode after joining the official The Binding of Isaac Discord server. So we are definitely looking forward to the cooperation here. And without further ado, we will have a look at our contestants today. I'm quite excited to announce the first one. Hello Riley, hello and welcome to the show.
Hi. How's it going?
How's it going? You said you're quite excited, right? Is that still the case?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Very excited. Have you prepared yourself for the show at all, or do you just jump in right into the cold water?
About that, I spent the last 2 days memorizing the entire bestiary.
Okay, that's definitely something.
That's definitely not my strongest thing.
So I'm screwed.
If we get any questions about that. But let's have a look at our second contestant, Ace. Hello and welcome to the show as well to you.
Hello. Nice to be here. Nice to be here.
Nice to be here. You just said that you will probably not like questions about enemies, but what kind of questions would you like to see today?
Mostly like regarding like items or I don't know, kind of like esoteric trivia, I guess. Like I'm more into the kind of stuff like oh, did you know like this is a reference to that? You know, that kind of stuff. It's like that's usually my like bread and butter when it comes to trivia.
Okay, all right. And finally, but not last, we have Shaaron. Hello and welcome to the show to you as well.
Oh, it was nice to be here once again.
You are the current champion of Isaac Trivia by winning Season 2. Do you think you will get an easy win again today, or will it be more harder with this challenging contestant setup we have today? I
think it's definitely a harder one to win, but it's still doable. I never think it's an easy win.
All right. If you're ready, we will jump right into the first question. Also, Exeter, would you mind explaining the poker chip for the people who do not know what the poker chip does right now?
Ooh, you're doing that early today. Okay.
Yes.
So, for every contestant here, you'll have the poker chip poker. What that allows is, at any point before you answer a question, you can declare that you're using the poker chip, meaning that if you get the question right, equal points, but get it wrong and you'll lose the amount of points you're supposed to gain. So if you use it later in the show, it could have a big reward, but it could also make it so you can no longer win if you get it wrong.
That is exactly right, but let's see how fast we will get there and jump right into the first question. Here we go. First question of Season 3, Episode 4 is, what color are Azazel's eyes? I think that should be a pretty easy one. I also think that it's the only character in the game with a unique eye color.
Also a reminder that you had to send your answers to Bambo's DMs.
Yeah, everybody got that. Let's have a quick look what we got. This looks pretty good. Everybody answered red, and that is of course correct, so we will increase the points for everyone by 1. And jump right into the next question. What is the default price for an active item in the shop? We're talking about the current patch. This was different for the majority of the game time, and was even different at the start of Repentance, but I think it was like 2 patches ago they changed it. What do you think about this change, Accelerator?
I feel like it makes sense, but it makes sense, but I haven't actually. I don't think it made a difference either way. But I'm not going out of my way, to buy or avoid active items now. It's okay.
I think it does make a good difference.
I think
Sometimes
so
when
too. The answers are in. Everybody answered 10 cents. And that is, of course, correct. I think that actually that is a pretty decent change, but most of the active items in the shop are not that amazing in my opinion. But there are a few exceptions, of course.
Oddly enough, I saw the 10 cents price, but I didn't realize that was specifically for active items. I just assumed it was like there were some items that were just 10 cents now.
Oh,
it was
okay.
all well, there's still some items that are not 10 cents though, like converter or chart key.
I actually got
Also,
Diplopia. I got Diplopia in the run earlier today, so I was really unsure.
It's
I see.
mostly like assets that not many people use.
Okay, I see. But I mean, then there's also the Arki, which is always 99 cents
99.
or 49 when in sale. Okay. Final normal question. Was that already?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, nope. We have one more, I think. Do we? Yes,
Yeah,
we have
it's the
one
third
more,
one.
and I already really revealed. What penny trinket has a chance to drop a key if you pick up a coin?
Oops. No.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, that everybody instantly knew that. That is flat penny, of course. And that means we're done with the normal questions. But what happens next, Accelerator?
Yeah, so, new to Season 3, though it's been 4 episodes, is so the person in last place, which is currently no one right now. Yeah,
Exactly.
So, we'll get to choose, which category the next questions will be in. Bambo, do you want to explain what the categories are here?
Sure, we have the old Name the Enemy alt path, which gives you pictures of enemies that you have to name. Or alternatively, we have a new section which is called Wrong Direction. This will show you the same item in 3 different rotations, and you have to tell us which one is the correct in-game sprite. So that's definitely an interesting new type of question we have. Because everybody is in the same place, you have to decide together which one to go, which will be a majority vote because 2 people have to choose the same one, or 3. So Riley, which way would you like to go?
Obviously, name the enemy.
Name the enemy. What about the other 2?
I would like wrong direction because I have no idea about enemies.
Okay, so we have 1-1. And one final vote, please.
Alright, 8, you decide.
I'm kind of interested in how Wrong Direction will go, honestly. It's not even for the fact of, like, I'm not good with them. It's just, like, it just seems interesting.
Oh, I mean, this will be pretty difficult, but if this is what you want, we will go that way. So I will log that in. We will go into Wrong Direction. So let's have a look at the first question. Which one is the correct direction? I think this is a pretty tough one. Tractor beam.
Oh.
This is... I like this item, but I know that it's kind of controversial because many people feel weird about it, but I think it's just amazing. Most for the 8 years up. So which is the correct direction? Already 2 answers in. Okay, 3 answers. This is boring. Everybody went with B again. And I can tell you that this is incorrect.
Wait,
Which one
what?
do you think is the correct way? If B is not correct. No reply. Oh, actually, wait a second. This is correct. There might have been a mix-up. Okay, everybody gets points.
Yeah, no, B's right here.
B's right.
B's right.
I almost had a stroke.
It's same.
Yeah, B's
Everybody
right
dare to defy my...
He's
Was
like,
of course
he's
a
like
test.
everybody's getting everything right. I gotta make it. I gotta get them on their toes.
This sometimes
Joe,
happens.
just get me an item.
Messy gaslighting.
Yeah, we have
Sometimes
two
it happens.
chats with the
Sometimes
YouTube
there are
Discord.
some wrong answers in here, mixed up. But let's have a look at the
We've got
next
two chats and
item.
no one's saying to move the Damocles.
Oh my
surprised.
god. You're correct. Let's move here really quick. This way. Next question is about brittle bones.
This
Might
one
be a
can be
little bit
tricky.
tougher.
You know, technically, if you turn your head, all of these are the direction.
I mean, I guess that's kind of true.
Maybe don't work on technicalities.
And everybody went with the correct answer again, which is B in this case. Okay, this is getting interesting. Did we have a
It's
show?
interesting with I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It's just like it's interesting with brittle bones because like it looks like compound fracture, but without the blood is the thing. So like,
Exactly,
Yes,
but in that
brittle
case,
bones.
A would have been correct, I think.
I would have thought, yeah, but like, yeah, seen enough time. Anyways,
And the final one is about Spear of Destiny. I mean, I mean, if you get all of these correct, I think this was pretty hard. When we went through the questions, this was considered to be not that easy, but I decided to put it here anyway. Let's see.
Yeah, but what do you think of this item?
About this item? I don't know. The damage is, it's basically like a not so good knife, because the damage is not as, I mean, it's flat damage, I think, but the damage is usually not as good. You cannot throw it, and it can give the enemies the fear effect, which makes them run away, which is kind of like the opposite of what you want. But sometimes it's not so bad, because when they get close to you, they just run away. I mean, that's
I
fair.
like it because it scales with your damage, but yeah, I don't like the fear. That's like the only thing I don't like.
Oh, I'm pretty happy because something happened that I did not expect. We have two different answers today.
Oh,
Ace went with A, and Shaaron Riley went with C.
Ooh.
I
The
might
correct
be screwed.
answer in this case is actually C. So that means we will have a first place tied and a third place right now. But Ace can still catch up pretty easily. Let
C'est
me-
la vie.
That's how it goes. But let me change the points really quick. That means we have Riley and Shaaron in first place with 9 points. And Ace in third place with 7. And now we will move on to the hard question, except there seems to be an issue here. 1 second, please.
Oh. Is this the point where Dogma pops out of the stream?
I think this happened in the season 2 finale. They had to split into 2 parts.
No, I'm surprised. For some reason, we always get technical difficulties every episode, so I don't know. Kind of become our brand.
Okay, I think I managed to fix it. Let's have a look. Oh, the stage has changed. How could that have happened? Accelerator, what does it mean?
So, yeah, from what it seems, yeah, this is Isaac Discord history. It seems that the Laz Nerd emote has taken over the show, which is unprecedented, and yeah, but either way, yeah, what this question is for this session, yeah, and this takeover, is that there is almost kind of, yeah, a description of a run that's happening, you know, on the stage, and you'll have to count how many mistakes there are, because not all of it is consistent with how the actual game is played.
That is correct. There are a total of 3 mistakes. You can give me as many guesses for wrong facts in this text. And for every wrong guess you find, you will get 2 points. However, if you give me a wrong one, you will lose 1 point in total. So you don't want to just spam everything that is in this text. But let me read it out really quick. Isaac started his run in cellar 1 and explored the room to his left. There he found some monsters, namely Gusher, Blister and Nest. In that room he got hit twice, reducing his total health to 3 hearts. After that the room was cleared, he went into the treasure room without the use of a key and found the boomerang item, which he re-rolled into Mom's knife. There are a total of 3 mistakes. They are not exclusive to the individual pages. There could be multiple mistakes in one single page. And please tell me all 3 mistakes in this little story. X-Later, what do you think about this question?
I think that, yeah, for a takeover, it's definitely very unique. So, I'm glad we got something like this. Who knows? Maybe it'll show up. Yeah, this kind of question might show up in an odd path someday.
Definitely could happen. I think 2 points are very easily be gained. I think there's one that is a little bit more difficult to figure out. But let's see, I already got 1 answer from Riley. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, here we're looking for what the mistakes are in this. Yeah, there's a total of 3. You'll have to, yeah, specifically what the mistakes are.
When I showed to you this question, X-Later, did you immediately figure it out? Or did it take you some time?
I got 2 out of 3 immediately, but yeah, as you were writing the question, yeah, it took me a bit to come up with the 3rd, but either way, I think that, yeah, for where this is placed in the show, I think this is a fair, question. I expect that some people are going to get all 3.
Let's
I'm
have a
going
look.
off hope, but
Okay, quite interesting what Shaaron had to say. Ace answered as well. I need you to specify that first sentence a little bit more to get a point for it. Ace?
Me?
Yes.
okay.
But I can tell you that it is not completely off, but it needs to be a little bit more specific to get a point. But the direction was correct. And alright,
Do I have to,
need
like-
the actual wrong statements, not where they are.
Oh, okay.
So we said things that are not correct, and you have to correct them, or tell us what is exactly not correct in that sentence.
It took me a little bit to figure out, but I think I got it right. Like the 3 wrong things.
I can tell you that you are doing pretty well with your answer, but we will reveal it in just a second. Let's see, let's give Riley a little bit more time. Okay, here we go.
May I say I do quite like this bit. It's quite interesting.
I think so too. I think so too. Yeah, the final part of your sentence, I need you to specify that a little bit more. And
Yeah,
for
be
the
as specific
second
as
part of
possible
your
here.
sentence, you might want to reread what actually is stated. I'm not sure if you like completely understood what happened. Yeah, I will just write you a little bit of a 8.
Ooh, I'm having a big think.
Okay, that is as much 8 as I can help give you. With that, you have to correct it accordingly. Yeah, I definitely think we can redo this part because it is quite interesting. I mean, this is not like a complete unique creation. This is not stolen, but copied from a show that is called Actually, which is like stating like nerd trivia facts like this, and the contestants have to figure out what is wrong with it. And I thought it would be quite interesting to do this with Isaac because we have so much trivia. I mean, we are doing an entire show about this. So I think this is definitely something that can return. If I would do a show exclusively with this, we might get into some trouble. But let's have a look at the correction of Riley really quick. Okay, that looks really quick. Shaaron, would you like to read out what you said? Or would you like to point out the mistakes in this question?
Sure, I can mention them. The first one I noticed was that the boomerang is on the treasure room pool, so that cannot happen. I'm gonna go with the third one. The first one was that he got hit twice, so it makes no sense that he's a free heart. And the last one, which I'm not too sure about, but I think Blister is not an enemy. That's a trinket, unless it's a sting name.
Oh, you actually make a good point. So first off, the boomerang cannot appear in the treasure room pool. That is a shop exclusive as far as I know, so that is definitely correct. Isaac starts with 3 hearts, so if he gets hit twice, that will reduce him to 2. That is also correct. And Blister is an enemy, but the enemy cannot appear in Cellar 1. So you definitely got it correct, and I think everyone else got it correct as well. As far as it looks.
Yeah, so everyone gets all points here, right?
6 points for everyone, yes, that is correct. So we have 15 on Riley. We have 13 on Ace. And 15 again on Shaaron. And that means we will move on to the midway quality question. So let's have a look at that. Today's midway quality question is about the deadly number 4 that I will never pick up because that is more or less a run ender in my opinion. We're talking of course about the item Jupiter. Easily the worst planetarium item in my opinion. What are
Holiday, right?
Sorry?
No, never mind.
Okay. What do our contestants think about this item? Do you pick this item up at all, or do you instantly skip it?
I don't like it, mostly because of the speed. It's really weird to move with it.
Yeah, it's I really dislike that as well.
I honestly don't mind picking it up. First off, I think it's worth it just because the planetarium music is worth anything. But Jupiter itself is like, it's to me it's inoffensive. It's like it's okay. C'est la vie. Could have gotten Saturn, but got Jupiter.
I do not like it.
Yeah, I think I will take it over Mars.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I actually think Mars is fine. I usually if I get Mars, I usually pick it up. I'll never pick up
Yeah,
Jupiter.
but you play on keyboard.
You play on a keyboard. Yeah, okay,
Yeah, I'm a
fair
controller
enough.
player, so it's completely broken.
Yeah, okay, that's
Yeah.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm a controller player too.
All right, we have 2 different answers again. Riley and Shaaron went with quality 2, and Ace went with quality 3. Why do you think this item would be quality 3?
No, not really.
Me, I think it's like basically because it's exclusive to the planetarium pool. I kind of just, I think that just like raises like how highly would be ranked in the quality just by that merit, honestly. Just I think that's how they would logic that out at least.
That is an interesting logic, but I can tell you that this is unfortunately not correct.
Oh well.
But the correct answer is in this case quality 2. So that means we will move right to 18. Shaaron as well.
Fun fact, there's actually no quality 1 items in the planetarium. Only 2 and 3.
Are none of them quality
And then,
4?
like,
No.
yeah, Uranus is
Really?
quality 4, right? Or did it get dropped?
You,
No, it never was 4.
No, I
There-
don't think there's
oh,
ever
okay.
been a
I'm
quality
seeing
4.
I'm seeing 118.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared.
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
quality is the thing I know the most about.
Alright, now that the midway quality question is done, we have a new alt path choice, which
Oh.
will go to Ace. You can decide to go for Match the Sprite, where we will show you Isaac sprites after he picked up a specific item, and you have to tell us what the item is called. And I will correct the coins in just a second. Or Singled Out, where we will give you a question that has multiple possible answers, and you have to name us an answer that no other contestant names. So you have to give us a single one that doesn't appear again. Let me correct the score really quick.
So I'm gonna. Would it be like if 2 people get the same answer, neither of them gets the point?
Yes, that is exactly
That's
how it
right.
works.
Mm.
Oh, that's kind of cruel, though it's kind of
It's
interesting. at
got
the same-
mind games going on there.
I like the sound of it.
I do too. You know what? I'll go
Yeah,
for singled
well,
out.
Ace
It's kind.
decides to, yeah.
I'll go for. Honestly, it seems very interesting.
Alright,
GG's.
singled out it is. So let's have a look at our.
Singled out.
Let's move there. The first singled out question is: name one of the default item pools Mom's Knife can be found in. And we're not talking about all Greedia mode. If you paid attention, we already had a possible solution today in one of the questions. But is it a smart move to go for that answer, or maybe choose something else? I think there are some pretty unique pools to the knife that most people probably don't know. How many could you come up with right now, Accelerator? How many different pools?
I came up with 3, like when I first saw the question, but I think there's more than that, right?
There's more, yeah.
Oh, okay. Shaaron is
I just
informed.
don't remember the name, so I had to go with another one, I think.
See, Ace already gave an answer. That is pretty confident.
I'm hoping.
That it is correct, or that nobody else goes with that answer? Both, I
What's
guess.
it called?
Let's see. I'm still waiting for 2 more. I mean, Mom's Knife, I think there are not many people who don't like this item. This used to be, I think by far, to be the strongest item in the game. Like in Flash, maybe you could compare it to Epic Fetus.
Yeah.
Epic Fetus was pretty good, but like Mom's Knife is a staple. Like even low damage runs can be not easily, but can be carried with this item.
I do remember that there's like a lot of a good amount of items that like synergize very well with it, right? For example, Hemolacria, I think. I remember doing a lot of testing with what Hemolacria synergizes with, and it was like really weird.
Yeah, I'm not so sure either. Like, I mean, the most like infamous one is probably Brimstone, I would say.
Yeah, though I know a lot of people like don't actually like the knife brim synergy. Like I can't agree. I love the synergy between Brimstone and Mom's Knife, but there's some people I know who would never take it.
I just never see it like in the same run, so if it happens, it kind of just happens.
I have 3 answers, but Riley is still typing. Should I wait for your reply, or should I log in what you said? I mean, that is a possible answer. Just log in what I said. Let's. Okay. That's quite interesting. Accelerator, do you have all the pools open right now?
Yeah, I do.
Would you like to go through them?
Yeah, so Mom's Knife is unique in that it has a lot of pools that it can be found in. The first one being the treasure pool. Yeah, but most people probably see it most in the devil room, pool.
That is the answer
And then
Ace
there
went
are
with.
two. Okay, so just Ace.
Just Ace.
Okay, nice. So that means there are two more obscure pools added in Repentance that Mom's Knife can be used in. The first is when you go to the Beast. I think 0.1 weight to find Mom's Knife in the Mom's chest, which has its own item pool.
Damn.
Did we get anyone answering that?
Sorry?
Yeah, did we get one answering Mom's chest for
I don't think
for
so.
the item pool? Okay, so and the last pool that Mom's Knife we found in is, I think this is the item pool from Isaac's tomb. Yeah, where it's angel room, some angel room, and items related to Mom and Dad. The Isaac's tomb pool, is also where Mom's Knife can be found.
I think it's
Or
called the old chest.
would have been fine as well.
Old chest.
Old chest. So the interesting thing here is that Riley and Shaaron went actually with the same answer.
No way.
Mom's dressing table. But I wasn't confident about this. I thought that it would be in there as well, but it looks like it is not. But given that you both went for the same answer, we don't have to actually check that. But that's quite interesting that you both went for it. I think it had a chance to spawn there. Maybe this was changed.
I think it's only a few more items, so maybe it's a natural pool, maybe.
Oh my goodness.
But that
It's a very obscure way. I think I only got an item there like once.
I know. I'm pretty sure that I got an Afterbirth Plus that item when the dressing table was still able to appear in the starting room. But that means Ace moves up to 16 points, pretty close to Riley and Shaaron.
Oh, gee willikers, I'm so happy.
And that means we
Good
will move
job.
on to my favorite part of the show, the eternal questions. So let's have a look at the first eternal question of today. Wait a second. That was just the first singled out question. I was so stressed about that
Yeah, that was the first singled
that I
out,
just
yeah.
instantly went ahead. Okay, sorry, we're still not
Yeah.
there.
You
Still two more things out
you
to do.
seem very excited, Bambo. You okay?
Just a little bit. Okay, let's have a quick look at the second single out question, which is name a challenge that lets you start with a transformation. You can name either the number, so you have a random chance of. Okay, I cannot give you the number, but there are 45 challenges, or the name of the challenge. If you get the name somewhat correct, I will count it as well. Okay, I immediately got two answers.
As long as we know what you're talking about, as long as we know which challenge you're talking about and it's clear, you'll get the point. Or rather, you'll be considered, because someone could always name the same one.
Okay. I still need the answer from Ace. How difficult do you think this question is, Accelerator? Like specifically the singled out, because everybody will know immediately one challenge that has a transformation. But do you think this would be easy to get a point for you?
Yeah, I think for me, I know challenges pretty well, so I think I'd be able to. And there are a lot of challenges that give transformations, so you're never sure what's singled out.
That is true. The answers are in. Shaaron, you went with brains. What transformation do you get in that challenge?
Bop. Just bop because you have Bot's brain like times 3.
That sounds pretty good. Raining Ace, what answer did you come up with?
Wait, did we both give the same answer?
Yes, you both went with solar system.
Oh no.
But the
You know,
interesting-
I thought about one too.
Oh,
Oh jeez.
Oh, the pain.
I haven't done challenges in a long time, so that was all I could think of.
I mostly did them like once and over to get the unlock for them. I'm not going to lie.
I complete 3 files, so I can't remember a lot of them.
That's fair.
yeah, and yeah, solar system starts you with the Beelzebub, I think. And then other answers you could have given, Highbrow starts you with the oh crap transformation. Cat Got Your Tongue, I'm surprised no one went for that, because Cat Got Your Tongue starts you with Guppy.
Yeah, I thought about that one after I replied.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think there's, so Family Man gives you Conjoined, there's a lot of these, so.
So that means Shaaron will move up to 21 points, securing first place right now. But it's just still a tight race. And we have one more singled out question open.
Yeah.
Which
and no one's
is...
used their poker chip at all.
That is also true. The next single out question is probably the hardest single out question that we had in the show so far, because there are only 3 possible answers. Let's have a look.
Oh.
Name a boss from the Corpse 1 floor. If you know your Repentance knowledge well, you probably should be familiar with all 3 bosses that can appear in this stage. But you have to go for one that nobody else goes. So I would probably go with the one that has the most unique name. But maybe the
Or maybe
easy
just pick your
answer is also possible. Everybody wants to lock in their answer? I guess nobody's sure.
I locked in mine, didn't I?
No, you all gave me an answer, but
Oh.
I gave you one more opportunity to change it if you want so. But I guess everybody everybody wants it. I can say that Shaaron again gets 3 points for Chimera,
Kill me now.
but Riley and Ace both went with Rodgut.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
There
Oh,
was
no.
Let
sorry.
her die in peace.
No points for you.
Wait, who'd you go
Unfortunately,
for, Shaaron?
Chimera.
Yeah.
Chimera? Damn, that was my second choice. I
Oh.
could have gotten you instead.
I was thinking of doing the Scourge.
I think I would have went with that one as well, because that name is not that easily remembered. Like Chimera is like something that you somewhat have in your brain, and Rodgut is probably the most famous one.
I
The
went with
Scourge.
Raka because I was thinking it's such an obvious one. Why would
Yeah.
anyone else go for it?
It actually took me a while to remember the Chimera's name.
I thought Shaaron was
That's
going to go for
fine.
Scourge.
I thought it was Scourge too, but I want to go Chimera.
Alright. But no single out is done. And that means we will move on to my favorite part of the show, the eternal questions. Here we go.
Yeah, everyone still has their poker chip, so this could be where we get some people taking back the lead, or getting back into this race. So let's see what the first eternal question is.
The first eternal question is, what is the indicator for Krampus doing his spinning brimstone attack? The general description needs to be correct, like you don't need to specifically say what like all the indicator parts are, but if you give an answer that makes it clear that you understand what you need to pay attention to, you will get the points. Also, this used to be different in previous versions. I think they changed it like 10 times, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 times, how that attack works.
Yeah, I remember this being different before, but I think it stayed the same throughout Repentance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great
and I
talk.
think after Repentance as well.
I think originally, like, this wasn't in Rebirth, but when they introduced the spinning attack, I think he just could randomly do it. But in that same version of the game, the Krampus head item also had the ability to do the spin sometimes. If I remember that correctly. You can announce that in the stream, Ace, if you want to use the poker chip. That is like
Yeah.
not a secret.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
Yeah.
like you wanted me like to say it in chat. I wager my poker chip on this one.
All right, poker chip being used.
That is
I'm not
wonderful.
sure about my answer actually. Whatever.
Alright. I mean, I can tell you that this is a valid answer. If it is correct, I cannot tell you, of course. Riley, are you sure you want to lock that in?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright. So let's have a look at the answer from Ace. Ace went with a short dash towards the player. That is a valid correct answer, so you will get 8 points for this one. I will let that count. Shaaron went with he shows an annoyed expression while dashing towards the player. That is also correct. And Riley went with he vibrates and looks at the screen. I can unfortunately not let that count. The full indicator is that he like reveals a growl, like he does a roar type thing, and does a short dash towards the player. The funny thing is that I always thought that he just dashes into the middle of the room, because I'm always at the opposite side, but in fact he actually dashes towards you. So that means Ace goes up to 24 points. That looks pretty good. And Shaaron will move on to 28, giving us a new leader point stand of 18 points already, 24 for Ace, and 28 for Shaaron. But we have still...
Oh my god.
we have still 2 more eternal questions open, and 1 dead god question. So let's have a look at the next eternal question. How much damage do you get from money equals power at 99 coins?
Oh,
Oh,
read about that like a long time ago.
This one's a little evil.
Yeah. Especially because it can change a little bit with how the damage multiplier works.
Yeah, we're just asking this like if you're just base size.
Yeah, just flat
So-
damage, yeah.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Let's say none of us get like the exact answer, right? Would you give it to the person who got the closest or no?
Usually we don't do
It
that.
would be whoever got the exact
Like this
answer.
I think be like the 10 number, just the closest.
I can also tell you that this answer has 2 decimals, just to give you a little bit of a help.
Yeah, I think looking for the exact answer here. So if you don't get it, you don't get it.
Right.
Fair
I
enough.
already know I will get it. You know what? I would go for this.
Actually, it's quite insane how much money you can get from this. Especially considering that with the pockets, when you have 999 coins, it's like the damage times 10. Okay, the answers are in. Ace, is that actually your answer? We're talking about 99 coins.
Yeah. I think usually I remember like at some point seeing that was like what it gave me at 99 coins, but like I could definitely be wrong. I have no hope for this if we're answering this right. I'm just like spitballing really.
Okay. Alright. So let's start with Riley in that case. Riley went with 4.95. I can tell you that this is not correct, but this is pretty close. I mean, I would say that is somewhat close. Shaaron went with 3.5, which is also not so bad. And Ace went with 27 damage.
I overshot it.
That's
Oh my god.
What?
So in my defense, I have not seen money equals power in a long time.
Okay, I see.
I mean, fair.
I
But-
think you're thinking of deep pockets.
It's
Yeah,
entirely
but-
I
possible.
think it's big
Even in
27,
that case, it would be a little bit interesting because money equals power gives you 0.4 damage per coin. If we take that times 100, we would end up with 4 damage, but that is not correct because we have only 99 coins. So if we subtract 0.04, 0.4 from 4, we end up with 3.96 damage. So nobody got that correct. I'm actually surprised. Exoiter, did you think everybody would get that wrong?
Yeah, I thought that maybe one person would get it, but I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, if you know how much you get for each coin, you can do it.
Yeah, I know that that the quarter gives you 1 damage. Or with 25 cents equals 1 damage, that it's not so hard to get 99.
Oh, that's actually really smart, but as expected from Exolator, of course. One of the best contestants right so far, but not the champion. let's move on to the next eternal question and give everyone a chance to redeem themselves. The final eternal question of this show is: which character unlocks the Hive Baby, Co-op Baby, after unlocking all the hard mode completion marks?
I have no idea.
God help me.
We are looking for one character that unlocks the co-op Hive Baby, called Hive Baby, after completing all hard mode completion marks. These are some
This
pretty
is the
special
Isaac
babies.
trivia
I'm
stand.
thinking of 2.
Same. There's 2 in my head.
That is probably the intention of this question. But where were you saying X later?
Yeah, this is kind of the Isaac trivia sound to have in the Eternal section, kind of yes. Or at least BS according to some of our audience. Yeah, unlock questions where...
I think this is a valid question. I think there are a handful of options that you could go here for. I mean, there are only 34 characters.
I only think of 2 right now.
Okay, 2 answers are in. I can also say that it's 2 different answers. Okay, 3rd question is in. Okay, that's quite interesting. Grace and Shaaron went with the same answer, but this is not singled out, so they would get points. The answer was Blue Baby. And Riley went with Apollyon.
That was my other guess too, Apollyon.
Same.
I mean, Apollyon is kind of like the Fly Lord, and Blue Baby is the original Fly Lord. The question was: which character unlocks the Hive Baby after unlocking all the hard mode completion marks? And the correct answer in this case is Blue Baby.
Nice.
And that means Ace moves up to 28
Opa.
points. Shaaron to 32 points. And Riley is still on 18. But you still have a poker chip for the final question, which could move you to 30 points. And
Yeah, I
then
should probably just use it.
you should probably use it. And if Shaaron uses the poker chip and gets it wrong, could still lose the show actually. But let's move on to the Dad God question. The final question of Isaac Trivia Season 3 Episode 4 is: which character has the highest starting score? Eden not included.
4?
In
I
general,
think I know this.
most people
You
consider
know the thing
that,
at the top?
yes, at the top. Most people consider the score as a daily exclusive thing, but it is actually in every single run at the top, just together with the time. Most people don't look at this. And we are looking for the character that has the highest starting score.
I
Eden
think
not
I know this
included.
because I play dailies.
Ah,
I read that. I read about that one time. I think, but
God, if only I played dailies.
Okay. Riley, should I lock in the poker chip for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna use the poker shit. I was thinking about it, but I'm not so sure about this.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
I'll go
Riley
with
with the poker chip, Shaaron did not. Okay. Interesting.
Here,
Okay, Shaaron gave
I'm
an answer.
locking with it.
I'm not sure if that will help you at all, but when I presented this question to the people who qualify my questions, Dio considered this to be a very easy question because he knows how the score is determined. But let's
If my
see.
answer is not correct, I think it should be close.
I actually have no idea. I'm just gonna guess.
But you can. Oh, there's no tainted characters. At least that helps.
That is
Oh,
correct.
okay.
There are only vanilla characters allowed in dailies.
Well, that doubles my chances.
You've got a 1 in 17 if you just randomly guess, but yeah, we have Sophie in the Discord chat saying this question looks at that. I mean, yeah, I mean this is why it's the dead god question. Originally it was eternal, I think.
But it's still hard.
I also no, it this has to be dead god. No one's looking at that.
Oh, this isn't murder.
I think they should be illegal.
I will give all of you a little bit more time to consider your answer,
Reconsider.
but I'm not sure if anything will change.
It's a 1 in 17 shot, really. I'm praying.
The final question, the Dead God question of Isaac Trivia Season 3, Episode 4 is which character has the highest starting score, Eden not included? I will give you just a little bit more time to think about this. And in just a second, I reveal who got it right, who didn't got it right, and who will win this episode. All right.
You're very good at setting up suspense, I must admit.
We have two different answers. Riley and Shaaron went with Jacob and Esau. And Ace went with Lazarus. That means, in case Ace gets this question correct, and Shaaron and Riley get it wrong, Ace
What?
would
No.
actually win the show. The question was, which character has the highest starting score? Jacob and Esau start with a score of 630. Lazarus starts with a score of 630. So they are equal. But there's one character starting with a score of 644. And that is Magdalene. So that means everybody got it wrong. And Shaaron still stays in first place and wins the show. So congratulations to you. As always, everybody's silent after the Dead God question. That's like the how it usually goes.
GG.
GG.
I really thought Ace was won at that point.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
I was.
GG's.
You want my logic? Because like you said it was excluding Eden, so my brain kind of went like, is like score ranked on like the quality of items you get? And then my first guess was Bethany because Book of Virtues is like, you know, the how would you say, like probably one of the best times you can start the game with. But then like I thought like Lazarus, like he starts with his rags, and B if you unlock it, like if you get the unlock, he also starts with anemia or anemic rather.
I think Dio told me that it is based on the starting health, which makes sense.
Right.
So Jacob and Isa start with what is Jacob? Is he 2 hearts?
3 hearts.
He's 3 heart and Esau is 1 and 1 soul heart.
Random soul.
You would
They
go
have
based off,
a little bit more score because they're 2 players, I think. That's why I thought Jacob and Isa.
Well, fair enough. But
A double exploration bonus. At least that's what I think.
I see. But yeah, that means Shaaron gets another win. So that's definitely nice to see. I would assume that you would also be interested in going back into the final episodes, I would assume.
Of course.
Of course. Of course. Let's see. So that was Isaac Trivia, Season 3, Episode 4. Thanks for all of you to be in the show. And as always, we will give the final words to the winner of the show, with the exception of the outro. That is, the honor always goes to me. So Shaaron, if there's anything you want to say right now, please go ahead.
Among Us.
That is pretty unique, because you didn't do that in the final episode of Season 2. But that's pretty much all I have to say, with the exception of one thing, of course. My name is Bambochutafreak. This was Isaac Trivia, Season 3, Episode 4. Shaaron with another win. And don't miss the credits. And until next time, bye!